Everywhere you look, people talk about Wells Fargo autograph card, and people say it's a great card, and some people say it's not really such a great card. So, in today's conversation, I really want to explain everything to you. I really want to actually clarify everything you need to know. Okay, so here is the overview I really want you to pay attention to. So, our bottom line here is our verdict is that this card is a great option if you are looking to earn rewards on everyday purchases. That's the key phrase here. The Wells Fargo autograph card is worth it for you if you are trying to earn rewards on everyday purchases, especially everyday travel. And if you don't want to also worry about annual fees or rotating categories. But if you are a frequent traveler looking for maximum point values, luxury benefits, and flexibility, this card, the Wells Fargo autograph, may not be the best fit. So that's really, like that's the overall conclusion. Now I'm going to really go into detail and explain to you why. I will give you all the granularity, all the nuances that you really need to think about. So, is the Wells Fargo autograph worth it? Well, yes. With no rewards limits and no annual fee, the Wells Fargo autograph could be a great addition to your wallet, especially if you spend heavily on everyday travel and transit, dining, or phone plans. And the Wells Fargo autograph offers a great mix of practical bonus categories. We love that a lot. And what we also love here is that they have a very simple rewards program that makes it ideal for newbies and minimalists alike. So you don't have to actually have a lot of experience when it comes to this kind of rewards, because Wells Fargo autograph makes it a lot easier for you. Okay, now the card's APR range is on the higher end compared to other similar cards, and though the card's bonus categories are a key part of its appeal, frequent travelers will likely find Wells Fargo's rewards program not able to compete really, with those of Chase, American Express, or Citi in terms of rewards, value, or flexibility. Okay. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And so, what we love about the autograph card is that it can be a great card to add to your collection. If you are looking for a broad category of coverage, category of coverage options and value simplicity when carrying or earning rewards, okay. But if you're looking for more flexibility in rewards, or let's say redemption options or travel benefits, you don't want to get with a card, okay. So Wells Fargo card. So the rewards rate 1x to 3x. There's no annual fee. There's an intro offer of 20,000 points. Okay, and the APR goes from 19.49 all the way to 29.49%. And so it is what it is. The APR is kind of high though. You can see it. So now let me give you a few more details about this card. So when we talk about the Wells Fargo autograph card, you need to understand that it's it's a recent card. It was introduced a few weeks ago, and so the card comes with a generous sign-up bonus and decent perks, making it worth considering if you need an everyday rewards card in your wallet. Okay, and so you also have a solid rewards rate on restaurants, gas stations, transit, travel, and more. And one thing I need to say here is that. By the way, I want to quickly let me just remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation. I'm giving you a Wells Fargo autograph in-depth review, so you know what you're getting yourself into, were you to apply for this card and get approved, okay? And so what are the pros and cons of this card? Here are the pros. The Wells Fargo autograph card comes with an intro APR period on purchases for 12 months from account opening, making it a decent option for financing large purchases over time. You can earn 3x points across a wide variety of spending categories, including both everyday staples like restaurants and gas stations, as well as niche offerings like phone plans. You can earn 20,000 points after spending $1,000 within the first 3 months of account opening. What about the cons? There is no intro APR offer on balance transfers, so it would not be this card is not helpful if you need to chip away at an existing balance, for example, okay? And if you have a low credit score, your interest rate after the intro APR period for purchases could become pretty steep unless you have a strong relationship You have a strong existing relationship with Wells Fargo. And another thing we don't like with this card is that you cannot transfer points to airline and hotel loyalty programs. So the value of your rewards, when you really think about it, is really limited. But again, it really depends on what your needs are. It depends on what your goals are. And, you have to really strike the right balance between what the card is offering and what you really need. Okay. The same thing you need to do in terms of the pros of the card on one end and the cons of the cons of this card on the other end. So again, let me actually go a little more granular here. Let me go granular here. So what are the key features I really want you to pay attention to? So if you are considering the Wells Fargo autograph card, let's just have a deeper look into the current card offer. So quick highlights. In terms of rewards rate, you earn unlimited 3 points on restaurants, travel, gas stations, transit, popular streaming services, and phone plan purchases. Plus, you earn 1x points on other purchases. Okay, very important. So there's a welcome offer that I just said before. So you can earn 20,000 bonus points when you spend $1,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. The card has no annual fee. You have a purchase intro APR. The purchase intro APR, so there's no balance transfer intro APR. The intro APR is only for purchases, and that's 0% APR for 12 months from account opening. And the regular APR, as I said before, it goes from 19%, let's say 20% to 30%. That's kind of high though. It's really high. So when you think about it, this is really you have to think about what really works for you. How do you earn through the Wells Fargo autograph card? So they do award, as I said before, they award 3x points that you spend on restaurants, gas stations, popular streaming services, phone plans, transit, and travel. So you really have to reevaluate your spending. You need to reevaluate your family spending to make sure that you align your budgeting or your expenses based on the categories where you can earn the 3x points, because you don't need to you don't want to earn 1x points, you want to earn 3x points. That's really where the juice is at. Okay, so when you really think about the categories they give you, it is really a wonderful mix of bonus categories. So while several other rewards cards feature categories like gas, dining, travel, and transit, the autograph card is perhaps the only rewards card that only helps you earn points in all of these lucrative everyday categories at once. The card's phone plan bonus category is also unique and potentially valuable, as some families spend as much on their phone plan as others spend on dining out. So this category is also eligible for 3x rewards year-round, so you won't need to track or enroll in rotating categories. Okay, so this is really cool, and so overall, fantastic. And you can actually redeem, you redeem through PayPal, through an eligible redemption account, or you can also get a paper check in the mail. It's totally possible. Let me actually talk to you about other perks that are really interesting when it comes to the Wells Fargo autograph review, the Wells Fargo autograph card. But by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. In today's conversation, I'm giving you an in-depth review of the Wells Fargo autograph card. Okay. Now, there are other cardholder perks that you need to be aware of. And so in addition to earning points on purchases and having access, let's say, to built-in zero liability protection, as a cardholder holding the Wells Fargo autograph, you can get cash back as a stipend credit through My Wells Fargo Deals, a merchant-funded platform that offers cashback on shopping, dining, and entertainment. Now, remember that the only requirement here is that the deal must first be activated before you receive a stipend credit. And you can earn decent rewards points to traveling with the autograph card. However, unlike some travel rewards card, such as the Platinum card from American Express, this one does not offer yet any additional benefits that are useful for travel, such as lounge access or free airport lounge day passes. So those are really things you need to think about. Okay, but a few of the card's standard benefits remain useful, however, including cell phone protection, collision damage waivers for auto rentals, okay, travel and emergency assistance services, Visa signature concierge service, and a luxury hotel collection access. So this is really good. And so you also have cell phone protection. So if your phone is damaged or stolen, you can be reimbursed up to $600 for the cost of repair or replacement, up to $1,200 per 12-month period. Okay, but to use this benefit, you must consistently, not conveniently, you must consistently use the Wells Fargo Autograph card to pay your monthly cell phone bill. Okay, so it is what it is. So, but overall, fantastic. You also have the Visa signature concierge and luxury hotel collection access. So overall, you can see that the Wells Fargo Autograph does have the standard ancillary perks that come with all reasonable credit cards. And we also love the fact that the like Wells Fargo is constantly improving. Like this is a new card, as I just said, it's a new card that came out a few weeks ago, and Wells Fargo is constantly improving. They're constantly adding new perks to this card. So we expect that by the time you listen to this show, things would have been a lot better. I want to talk to you quickly about the rates and fees, because see, the thing is, when we talk about credit cards, it's not just about, you can't just look at a credit card and say, oh wow, this card has a fantastic perks, rewards are great. They're not asking you for rotating categories, they're making things easier for you. They actually give you lucrative rewards points on very interesting categories. This is fine, this is all good, but what cost do those things comes with? Do those things come with? Okay, it's really important to understand that the Wells Fargo Autograph card comes with no annual fee. Yes, that's true, and the card offers a 0% APR on purchases for 12 months from account opening. Okay, that's true, but after that, what's really good? What's really good here? Not a lot. You know why? Because the APR is kind of high, 19.49% all the way to 29.49%. Okay, so this is really important. And what if you wanted to transfer a balance? You cannot transfer a balance with this card. If you do, you'll pay the normal APR purchases. I mean, you will pay the normal APR for purchases, we can go all the way to 29.49%. And you don't want to do that, okay? And so the card is also short. It's really short in our view, even for a no annual fee rewards card. For example, the Blue Cash Everyday card from American Express offers 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers for 15 months with no annual fee. And after that, you have the APR is 18.49% to 29.49%. And so the card is also missing an intro APR on balance transfers. So it won't be much help. It won't be of much help if you need to chip away, as I said before, at existing debt. Okay, in that case, another Wells Fargo card, such as the Wells Fargo Reflect card, will be a better fit, since it offers one of the longest intro APR periods on the market. So sometimes you have to think twice here and see what really works for you. So the Autograph card offers an intro on balance transfer. They have a fee of 3% for 120 days from account opening. Then a balance transfer fee of up to 5% of the transfer balance, or $5, whichever is greater. So this fee is within the standard range for most credit cards, although it's really at the higher end, and there are not many rewards cards with a similar rewards or benefits with a lower balance transfer fee. And so the card also has no foreign transaction fee, which is great if you frequently travel abroad, okay? And because many cards, as you know, charge a foreign transaction fee of 3% or more. So, it is what it is. Let me actually talk to you a little bit about the alternatives. Okay, how does the Wells Fargo Autograph card compare to other rewards cards? And I mean, this card, the Wells Fargo Autograph card, by the way, you don't have to have a relationship with Wells Fargo to qualify. If you do, it really helps a lot, but you don't have to. It's not a prerequisite. Okay, and also the minimum FICO score that you have here, 550, 600, they'll take care of you, not a problem. And you can apply for this card online. You can apply over the phone. You can apply. You can pre-qualify if Wells Fargo sends you a pre-screen offer. Okay, and you can apply online. You can even apply at a branch at your nearest Wells Fargo branch. Okay, which is what we advise all our viewers to do. But the thing is that you might want to consider this like two alternatives, which offer rewards in other popular categories and more benefits. So we have here the first one is the Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card. So basically, this card has a no annual fee. There's an intro offer of $200. Okay, and the rewards rate 1 to 3%. So this is kind of cool. Okay, overall this is a great card in terms of the APR. The APR is kind of decent too. So this is important to really think about. So let's dig a little deeper here. So using the Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card, you can earn 3% cash back on the category of your choice, including online shopping, gas, dining, and more, and 2% back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs on up to $2,500 in combined purchases across both 2% and 3% categories. You will also earn an unlimited cashback rate of 1% on all other purchases. Although the customized cash rewards card offers rewards on grocery purchases, unlike the autograph card, its bonus rewards is not unlimited like the autograph card. Okay, so this is something you need to think about, and there may be some spending categories that you'll be forced to miss out on with the Wells Fargo autograph card, but it has a less complicated structure than the customized cash rewards card and no limit on rewards earnings. So you can see that every card has its pros and cons, and you have to see what really works for you in the long run. And also in terms of mass appeal, of course, the Bank of America card has more mass appeal because it has been in existence for a while. So yeah. Now let's just sort of compare and contrast this Wells Fargo autograph card with another card, and now we want to choose the Chase Freedom Flex card. So the thing you need to understand here is that we believe, in our view, like this is the Chase Freedom Flex has more mass appeal because it not only earns 3% back on dining like the Wells Fargo autograph card, but also 3% back at drugstores, 5% back on travel paid through Chase Ultimate Rewards, and 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in bonus categories that rotate each quarter as part of the Chase Cashback Calendar. Upon activation, purchases over $1,500 threshold earn just 1% back. Okay, so this is really important to think about, and so this offers a great mix of cashback variety and consistency, allowing you to earn rewards year-round in major categories like dining and travel, while also earning a much higher than average rate for part of the year in popular categories like grocery stores, wholesale clubs, and online shopping. So this is really cool. And what we love about this Chase Freedom Flex card is that you are constantly strategizing. You're constantly looking at your options. Okay, so if you like to strategize about where and when to earn rewards, choosing the Freedom Flex card could help you maximize your reward earnings across a wider range of spending categories. And the card's higher earning travel category will be a big plus if you travel frequently. Okay, very important. So it really boils down to your lifestyle. It boils down to your family's lifestyle too. Okay, and your spending pattern for that matter. But if you don't travel often, or you don't want to keep track of varying rewards categories and how much cash back each category earns, the autograph card may be a better fit. Okay, so the best way to take advantage of this card is by pairing it with another rewards card that earns bonus rewards on groceries, one of the only major spending categories missing from the autograph card, or a flat rate cashback card on all purchases like the no annual fee 1.5% or 2% cashback card. So this way, you can earn 3x points at restaurants, gas stations, transit, and more. Then you can use your other card to earn bonus cashback in a major spending category, or an extra cashback on everything else you buy throughout the year. Okay, so this is really, really important to think about. Let me give you an example. For example, the Capital One Savor One Cash Rewards credit card will be a great choice because of generous 3% cashback rates on entertainment and groceries, two categories that would only earn 1x points with the autograph card. Okay, this is really cool. you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just offering you an in-depth review of the Wells Fargo autograph card, and I give you an overview. I give you details. I give you the key features, the other perks you need to be aware of, the rates and fees, the alternatives, and it is what it is. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.